What's good, guys? 35Studio here. I'm Daryl.
And I'm Gab.
She's Marla. And in this video, we're going to ask, is this the best point and shoot for beginners? So we're here right now in Abacada in Poblacion for We Want Film's first ever event. So I was lucky enough to be one of their speakers for today, and hopefully we're going to meet someone who specializes in this camera. This is a Canon autoboy tele 6. It's a point and shoot camera that shoots half frame. So let's go ahead and meet her. Okay, so we're just done with our talk under We Want Film. Guys, I'd like you to meet Enna Chu. Hi. So, Enna is one of our fellow film photographers here in the Philippines that shoots the autoboy tele 6. My wife is one of your favorite point and shoot cameras.
Well, ako kasi I like taking photos of people, so I like portraiture. So the tele 6 is good in any condition. So whether close-up shots, whether with flash, whether without flash, so you can use it anytime. Also, it's very easy to bring. And it has, most important for me is it has the half frame function. So we all know that shooting film is a bit expensive. You know, you have to pay like 200 for a roll, 200 to have it developed. So with the tele 6, I can just take photo of whatever without thinking of the end result, or without thinking of burning a lot of film rolls. So it's very economical for me.
May different the discipline ba between half frame and full frame?
Well,
Shooting with it.
well, there are factors to consider. Like for example, I take a portrait of a person. I have to think of the next shot if it will look good full frame, like dalawang portrait ba, or do I take a photo of a texture? So that's also something to consider when it comes to shooting. But the good thing about half frame naman is you can just crop out the next shot if you don't like it.
Where can they see your shots using the tele 6?
Okay. You can follow me on Instagram at Ennachu. That's E-N-N-U-C. Sorry, E-N-N-U-H-C-H-E-W.
Let's go back to shooting with it.
Follow me on film also.
This camera has many names in different markets. In the European market, this is known as the Canon Prima Tele. In the American market, this is known as the Canon Multi Tele. And in the Japanese market, it's known as the Autoboy Tele 6. Now what makes the Tele 6 special is because it's the Japanese market camera. It has a built-in intervalometer, so which means I could program it to shoot at 1 frame per minute or whichever frame rate I choose. Right now, this is my setup. I place it here in the intersection. I want to take a photo every minute to see the traffic passing by. Hopefully it works. We're going to try it out for 6 frames. That's going to be a total of 6 minutes. One thing I forgot to mention, the tele 6 can be used as a full frame and half frame camera. As a half frame, it means that you would only use half of each frame going to be exposed to get 2 times more shots. Now with a half frame camera, you can get more creative results. For example, I'm going to do a fake panorama and I'm going to shoot one at a time, one panel at a time. So check this out. Or you could also take 2 shots and consider them as one photo in your composition, such as these. Another thing you could try, instead of doing a horizontal panoramic sweep, try a vertical one and take some portraits with it. If you're curious what the half frame mechanism looks like, inside the camera there's this little yellow switch. Right now it's on half frame mode, and if I flick the switch like this, it's now on full frame mode, so the mask is gone. Now you can only switch from full frame to half frame and vice versa every time you change it to a new roll. You couldn't do it midway through a shoot. Now let's talk about the camera. Is this the best point and shoot for beginners? Personally, I think yes, this is the best one, namely because it's an automatic point and shoot camera with ability to shoot in half frame and both full frame. As beginners, we usually want more shots per roll of film just so we could practice more, and with this camera, since it can go half frame, for every 36 exposure film you can get up to 72 shots. So that's how many shots you can take with one roll. And in this video, all photos that I took only came from one roll of film though, so that's how many I was able to take. I think it was around 60 to 70 photos. One more thing I like about it is the image quality. It has great optics. Even if you're not a beginner, this is a good camera to pick up. As you can see with Enna's example, even for professional work, you can use this camera. The Canon autoboy tele 6 is really a good buy. If you happen to chance upon one, I suggest you do. I think I got this camera for less than $30, which is really cheap given its quality. We hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up down below. If there are other cameras you want us to take a look at, comment them down below. And don't forget to subscribe, because next week we're going to release another film photography video. And this week's feature picks are... If you want your photos to be featured, just go to our Instagram, follow us, and tag us in your photos, and we might choose you in next week's video.
What's good, guys? 35Studio here. I'm Gab.